Courtney, fashion experts across the board typically agree that the color black flatters anybody. Our next guest says that's not the case, and there's only a small percentage of women that can actually get away with wearing black. Sandi Miller is the founder of True You Makeovers, also a former Miss America finalist, so you've had plenty of feedback over the years, I'm sure. Thank you so much for being here this morning with us.
Terrific Tuesday to you.
That's right. Well, tell me a little bit about your background, Miss America.
Oh, yes. Well, the love of color took me all the way to the finals of the Miss America pageant and right into the exciting work that I do today, which is helping my clients discover their energetic signature. It's what's working for you rather than against you.
Okay.
And one of the easiest ways we can see that is with color. So I brought some photos of some famous faces.
Wonderful.
And just don't try to dissect it, but tell me the feeling you get when you see Hillary right now.
Well, she looks a lot warmer with the color. She looks a lot friendlier and more approachable.
She's more approachable. And with the black, though, just notice how the her imperfections, like under her eyes, how it's exaggerated.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what black does. Whether, I mean, it's not her favorite picture, I'm sure, but the black isn't helping.
Interesting.
So let's go to someone 20 years younger, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Great pictures, both of them.
Yeah, and she looks similar, but what's happening in the black that isn't happening on the other side?
She looks almost harsh, a little sharper.
And it's almost like her head is cut in, like it's almost photoshopped in. There's an incongruency where there's a radiance, a luminescence on the other side.
Okay.
So let's go to someone who's a little bit younger yet, Kirsten Dunst. Now, as we get younger, you can see it's not as hard. It's not as, it's tougher to tell, but it's still not working. That black, notice what we see first, those lips.
The lips, yeah,
Very
the color.
good. That's right. So the incongruency on the right, there is luscious. Now here's someone it does work for.
Yeah, that works.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
She's 50 years old.
Wow.
That is not harsh on her. So this is just down to radiance of color. I'm asked all the time, what's the right color for me? Can I wear black? And the right answer is radiance. So we look at what happens to the skin when the colors are near them. It's really, it's not magic. It's not smoke and mirrors. It's easy. So if you're willing.
Yes, let's do a little test real quick here.
Little with you.
So I know black is not typically my color because I have such dark hair.
That's not why.
I always think.
I'm sorry, it's not about hair color.
All right.
Hold this right under your chin so we can't see and not against your microphone.
Okay.
Right touching your chin. There, right there. If our camera could come in so we don't see any of her blue and look straight into whichever camera is going to, because we're looking at this area right under your eyes. And
my
audience,
dark
just keep focused right under her beautiful eyes. And then as we put these up, and if you can grab this one, that a girl. So now what happened? Something happened with that gray. I'm not going to tell you what, but let's keep going. What happens if we add the blue? That's interesting. Very good. And even you can see it, right?
I know.
Now what happens? What happens with the brown?
Yeah, it goes.
Now the brown is softer still. Let's take these. Just go right back here to the black and drop right down. And boom, you're gone.
Yeah.
We lost you. The radiance isn't there. But you're one of the few I've seen who can wear that blue. Isn't that something? So I developed these cards. These are called True Hue cards.
Okay.
And if I can just put the blue up on one shoulder of you. Can you hold that up there for me, dear? And then we'll put the brown up on the other shoulder. You got it. Just not on your microphone. The black we don't need. Okay. We're done with that. But when you hold these cards up, there's a radiance that either exists here or here or here. It loves it over here.
Yeah,
it's happy over here. Whereas this card, is it happy here or is it happier here? So when you learn to shop with these, they make shopping a breeze. And this is one of the easy ways to do it.
Very fascinating stuff. Sandy, thank you so much for being here this morning. I've got some shopping to do. All right, Alexis, over to you.